happened with ADC is a novel thing. It has not happened before in Nigeria. So I understand why people mistake a whole lot of things. This is the first time in Nigeria the national executive of a political party, resigned and allowed a new executive party to take over on their own. So a coalition simply means alliance, to work together for a purpose, chose the party to use as their party henceforth. So it's not a merger. So the coalition is now dissolved into a political party. So it is not now like a coalition that parties, as in political parties, are going to work together. No, they have now dissolved into a political party. So it's now one party.
I understand that, but right. I mean, we've seen because people have been asking questions. As a result of that, we saw the resignation of some prominent members of the PDP, for instance, Alhaji Atiku Abubakar, who resigned his membership of the PDP. We saw David Mark, Senator David Mark, resigning his membership of the PDP. He's the chairman of this coalition of the ADC. We've seen a number of resignations, but we've seen other people, stay in their political parties, but say, I support the coalition. But there are questions as to if you're supporting this coalition, it would seem that you cannot be here and here.
Well, basically, there is, strictly speaking, there is no more any party like PDP or LP. They are just existing in papers. Because whoever is in PDP is either supporting APC or ADC. That's what it is. If the leaders of PDP had come out openly to say they are supporting the presidential candidate of another political party, that's the end of a party. 2 years before the time of the election. So strictly speaking, there is no party except on paper. And parties are meant to be on the people, of the people.
Oh, you say there is no PDP and there is no Labour Party?
No, what are they? You are there when Enwike, who is supposed to be a leader of PDP, had told you openly that he was going to support the presidential candidate of another political party. So where is it? And he had told you that anything and anybody that goes against whatever he says, he will ignite fire in his state if he's a state governor. And he has told you that whatever he says is law. And in fairness to him, it has been like that. The Southeast, entire Southeast, say they preferred a secretary, Udokoye, for the political party. And if it's not given to them, they are going to leave PDP. Mike said no, it has to be Samuel Anyan. And today is Samuel Anyan.
No, but he didn't just say that. This is not his defense. You are a lawyer.
Absolutely.
He was standing on the basis of law to say you can't just remove somebody, you have to follow due process.
Now, let me state one thing. He maintained that position even before the Supreme Court gave judgment. And what the Supreme Court simply said in the judgment is that the political parties have the right to choose whoever they so choose. And the court has no jurisdiction to interfere in what any political party has decided. How does this judgment mean that it is now Samuel Anyan? Strictly speaking, as a lawyer. So you see, you have a way when you are the power broker to interpret the law to suit yourself. And so be it. What about the other things he's saying? Is it not crude anti-party to say you're supporting the presidential candidate of another political party in the coming election? No reason. In 2023, he will pretend and purport that he had a reason. In 2027, what's the reason? And he has made it open. So there's no party like PDP. So PDP, by Wike, who is their leader, has already chosen their presidential candidate. And they have zoned the presidential ticket to him. And that's Bola Ahmed Tinubu.
I think that the PDP can defend themselves on this. But let's take
No, I wish them well.
Let's take it on the Labour Party.
Recall that some members of PDP have said that if you are in PDP and you're supporting APC, they also have the right to be in PDP and support another political party. They said it. That's why I say there is no party like PDP. And I mean it. And I reserve the right to maintain that stand. Because if PDP officially is sanctioning the people that have taken that stand and said they are not going to discipline them, that means they've condoned them. And condonation means you are an accomplice to it. So PDP as a political party has decided through condonation and being an accomplice to zone their tickets to President Ahmed Tinubu. I wish them well. So the only political party now...
That's the implication you read to that particular zone.
Absolutely, and I'm giving you empirical facts.
As I said, the PDP has a right to defend themselves.
I agree with you.
We'll wait to see that. So let us take a look.
So ADC is the only political party that is the opposition party.
No, you just dismissed the Labour Party.
They're not. Is there a Labour Party now?
As far as we know,
remember I told you that they're existing on paper.
Yes,
you have up to 18 political parties.
The candidate of the Labour Party, Mr. Peter Obi, has not resigned his membership of the Labour Party.
Good.
He has said
2023.
Yes, good. He has said he's supporting, the ADC, but we haven't seen him take the steps that former Vice President Atiku Abubakar has taken in support of the ADC. Do you think that he's still considering what his chances are? Especially when Vice President Atiku Abubakar says, he's going to be contesting this 2027 general elections.
Very good. You just said that one cannot be here and here. I heard it from when we started. So if he said he's supporting the ADC, that means he say he cannot be here and there. So,
he can change his mind.
Well, yeah, sure.
He's allowed to change his mind?
Absolutely.
Yeah, so is it, as
long as he has not changed his mind?
Yes. Can you then totally rule out, the Labour Party in the coming elections? I
am ruling out the Labour Party and whoever decides to run under Labour Party in the next election. Take my words for it.
Why?
Because it's not existing. Where are the structures? No board executives, no local government executives, no polling unit executives, no state executives. Now there's no national executive. And you think you can do wonders? And you alone, you are the only politician, the name is being thrown around. In politics, a tree does not make a forest. And in Nigeria, any one tree that is leading any political party, that forest is dead. Because even if you win, they will take it away from you.
Let's go to Lagos now. I understand my colleague Ayo has questions for you. Ayo.
Thank you, Markwe. Well, still on that issue that you just spoke to, Mr. Okonkwo, you don't think that the obedient movement might take issues, with the issue, with what you have said now, that the candidate, Mr. Peter Obi, is the sole tree that making the forest of the Labour Party? Is that what you're saying? Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you.
All right. Well, you said just now that it seems to you that Mr. Obi is the only tree that is making the forest of the Labour Party. On the one hand, there are those who would wonder whether or not the Labour Party would agree with you. On the other hand, whether or not you think the obedient movement might be on your side on that issue you just raised.
Well, first of all, you misquoted me a little bit, and thank God I've not left your studio. I said there is nothing like Labour Party existing anywhere except on paper. And I said no one person, no one politician can be a tree that can make a forest in democracy. Because democracy is about numbers. Democracy is about the majority. And I said any one politician that decides to be alone, to be in a political party, is as dead as that politician. And I said if any one politician decides to go the way of Labour Party in 2027 and he's the only one there, he will not make any impact at all. That's what I said. So anybody has the right to agree or disagree. But I'm telling you that in Nigeria, even if that politician wins and he's the only one in that political party, they will take it away from him and nothing will happen.
Well, the issue, one of the issues to raise with you then would now be to ask you, do you think Mr. Obi will remain in the Labour Party in the upcoming presidential election because he has said that he would contest, or you think he should leave?
Well, that question is hypothetical, and I am not a prophet to know what is going on in Peter Obi's mind. So when you see Peter Obi, kindly ask him that. As for me, I don't know. I don't speak for him.
It's because of what you said.
For now, he has not decided on any political platform he wants to run. And Ayo, if you have the spirit of clairvoyance, you can help me on that.
Well, the reason I asked that question actually is because of what you said. That on the one hand, the Labour Party doesn't really have strong enough structures to bear any candidate. As far as you're concerned, the Labour Party does not exist. So that raises the question. Okay.
They don't have any structure at all.
That's the basis of the question. Yeah, that's the basis of the question, Mr. Okonkwo. Do you think, I mean, given that he performed very, very well on the platform of that party without those structures, and I think Marco was trying to reference that, without those structures, he did very, very well in the last elections. So that's why I'm asking whether or not you think he should consolidate on the success he had in the last election with that particular Labour Party, or you think there is a chance that maybe he could jump ship?
Well, like I said, first and foremost, in 2023, we had our structure in Labour Party. We had the national executive, we have the state executives, we have the ward executives. Such structures do not exist anymore. And as you can know, as I'm talking to you today, even the national leadership of Labour Party is an issue. The INEC cannot even categorically tell you who they are. neither can anybody. So that's what I'm saying, that for now they don't have any structures at all. And then you're asking me, do I think? And your question is hypothetical. So I'm not a prophet like I told you. You said, do I think that P2B will run under Labour Party or not? And he has told you he supports ADC. And he has not told you any party he would want to run on. So I wouldn't know the answer to that question.
That's interesting.
Until he makes his decision and makes it clearer. If you recall, one reason I said I wouldn't speak for him is that I said I will not speak for a person that I do not understand his stand on important national issues. Now, I do not understand his stand on anything about 2027. So it's still a mystery that he would have to break.
Interesting that you are a member of the ADC and you know that both the ADC and the PDP are courting Mr. Peter Obi. Why do you think he has a better chance? This is just you thinking now, permutating based on your experience in politics.
Yes. Well, first and foremost, ADC is cutting every Nigerian without any special preference to anybody. Because in 2027, it's going to be the people of Nigeria against APC. And ADC is that alternative that they should have. We do not have any preference. Every Nigerian has equal importance to us. We are a party for the people. So when you say ADC is cutting, well, I'm telling you, we are cutting everybody. As I'm sitting here in this platform, I am cutting Maokwe, and I am cutting you also.
Okay, well, interesting angle, Mr. Kokwo. Just a second. Interesting angle. Now, from what you and a host of other people built around Mr. Peter Obi in the run-up to the 2023 elections, you guys produced about 6 million votes. Now, you also said on this program so far that politics is a game of numbers. I don't have Mr. Peter Obi's numbers, and I'm not sure if Markwe has Mr. Peter Obi's numbers. Now, for a political party like the ADC, it's natural to expect that, okay, who has more political capital? Between the three of us, I would say it is Mr. Peter Obi, right? So, do you think, should the APC adopt Mr. Peter Obi as its candidate for the 2027 elections, will you be on his side?
No. No. ADC is going to go into democratic, free, fair presidential primary election. And whoever emerges, the party will support the person against Tinubu in 2027. That is the democratic thing to do. You do not allocate tickets to people, you contest for tickets. Anytime any party makes the mistake of allocating tickets to people, those people, except it is by the consensus of all the candidates that want to contest, those people eventually go to waste the ticket. I give you an example. In 2023, Tinubu was the leader of APC. Yet APC could not allocate any tickets to him. He went in and contested and won in the primary and got himself very prepared for the exigencies of the general election. And with that capital by his side, with all the fellow contestants by his side, they were able to make INEC to pronounce Tinubu the winner of that election. So you need political elites, especially in Nigeria, as you need the people to vote for you.
Clearly, you are not in support of zoning.
Well, in 2027, I am not going to support zoning in ADC because the zoning arrangement now, especially as perpetrated by PDP, is a fraud.
So you have nothing against zoning?
No.
But you are not supporting it in 2027 for the ADC?
Absolutely. And one, it is because we are at this halftime of an incumbent that has run this country aground. And then, if you are in the opposition party, you cannot be talking about zoning your own ticket because you need to get the best out of Nigeria to be able to fight an incumbent. But when there is no incumbent contesting, the issue of zoning makes more sense because as an opposition party, you will be shooting yourself in the leg to cut off any section, any zone from assessing your ticket. And you want to fight an incumbent.
Are you sure?
Are
you sure? Because you have not hidden your support for Vice President Atiku Abubakar, that you will be supporting him in the 2027 election should he decide to run. And I think he said he's going to run. But are you sure that he's reading the signals correctly? Because some people will say Mr. Peter Obi seems to get it more when he says that he will only do one term. Should he be given a ticket on any, he hasn't said what political party platform, but should he get a ticket to run, he only plans to do one term should he clinch that ticket.
Ironically, the issue of this one term, I heard it first, even. I was the one who propounded it as a theory, saying that any party that is serious to fight an incumbent must have to say that whoever is going to contest should have to do one term. so that no side will feel cheated. So if you are a Southerner, if you don't agree to do one term, the Northerners will say you want to do another 8 years. That will offend the system. If you are a Northerner, if you don't agree to do one term, the Southerners will say, okay, that means you want to cut us short early in time. So I brought the theory as a way for any opposition party to inspire Nigerians to know that each side will not lose when they make any choice, whether north or south.
So how do you justify your new stance?
No, that's what I'm saying. So it was even Atiku Abubakar that first of all said he was going to do one term. Then Peter Obi now keyed into it, because he knows that if him as a younger person does not make that promise, he loses the entire north. So it's purely a political strategy to say, look, I am not going to cut the 8 years. I'm not going to shortchange you. So if I am elected, I'll just do only 4 years to complete the 8 years of the South. So that's just the whole idea about it.
Well, zoning is a whole conversation by itself, and it's interesting that you understand these sensitivities that it portends, but we're totally out of time to discuss in this matter, Mr. Kenneth Okonkwo. I wish you had a little more time, but we really...
Now, Kenneth Okonkwo, they talk like this. Kenneth Okonkwo, yeah, man. The way money take, they change person, sharp. Nobody won't waste time for Nigeria politicians. If you're not there your side, I know they see waiting and they collect for your side. I'm ready to talk bad about you. No. Ready to pull you down. After all, when I was with you, I get some informations. This is just it. Kenneth Okonkwo is the one talking about he doesn't care about zoning. He doesn't care about zoning. Now, my problem here is if ADC want to, they said they want to. Now they are no longer in alliance. They are on their own. They are on their own. Now, to form a coalition now they go through primaries, which for you bring out somebody. This is the person. You just need to bring candidate people behind this person, right? So when we talk about election, who has the capacity? Who has this? Who has that? We're not talking. I keep saying this. We're not talking about who has the physical strength to fight Tinubu. Tinubu does not have the strength. He does not have the physical capacity, as in the physical ability to fight. He only has capacity to work on the system, he has money to bribe, to do this, to do that. He does not fight. So if you guys are ready, if this is for Nigerians, this alliance is for Nigerians to truly dislodge Tinubu, make sure another person comes in. Now, this has nothing to do with, okay, Peter Obi does not want to call for violence, or Peter Obi does not want to. Now, it's not for Peter Obi again. This is a coalition. All the people are together. So at that time, it's not Peter Obi calling for violence or calling for protest or violence again. Because these political actors in the party, this is what we want. This is what we are going to do. These are the plannings. These are, before you give the ticket, this is what we are going to do. If you are not ready, okay, back off. Do you understand? Not this stressing somebody, go through primaries, and you don't have the capacity, they will still lay for you, they will do this. For what? Are we fighting? You're not fighting. Even if you form ADC today, if INEC signed electoral reform into law, form ADC from that to Jesus Christ, any party, when Peter Obi will defeat everybody. Peter Obi will defeat them. So what's the meaning of all this? Boy, money good though. Can't you use the coalitions to bring somebody who Nigeria will queue behind to take power from Tinubu? Now you say it doesn't matter to you again. Let's bring in Atiku. Atiku has the capacity to fight. What is Atiku doing currently against this government? Have you heard Atiku's voice as an opposition? Why didn't he call for protest since, to make sure that we march to National Assembly, to make sure the INEC decide this, to okay, let them come back from recess, right? What has Atiku done? I think Peter Obi has been speaking out loudly concerning this government, giving them. Peter Obi is even the voice of opposition. We don't know where is Atiku. Why has he not called for violence? Why has Atiku not incite or called Nigerians? Why has Atiku not take the protest upon himself to call Nigerians to join it? He hasn't done that. Now, anyways, the Northerners will vote, or if it's going to be like this, the Northerners will vote for Atiku. It's just a waste of time again, because like I've said, the vote will be sprinted. They will just sprint the vote among themselves. Do you understand? Just split the vote among themselves. But if they give a ticket to somebody who Nigeria will kill behind. The other party, Tinubu does not have vote. It will be too difficult for INE for them to manipulate the process. It will be too obvious. But now this one is Peter B is contesting for another party which we don't know yet. APC is contesting, PDP is contesting, ADC is contesting, and these people, these are big politicians, big. So they just spread the vote. They just spread the vote, and this one share. Tinubu will be opportunity for him to win. It will be opportunity for him to win. No opposition, no coalitions. Coalition is always to win election, not just to the. Now, wow. Anyways, we are watching, but here, this is the power of money. You see that power of money. Anyways, what do you think about Kenneth Okonkwo? We are still watching. Let them go through primaries. Peter Obi is not going through primaries with you guys. Peter Obi is not ready to dollarize anybody since you have been dollarized by Atiku. So Peter Obi is not ready to do that. Reasons why you left Peter Obi, not for any other reason. So it's understandable. Everybody now you are talking about you don't care about zoning. Power can go back to the north again. What is there? What Atiku? I do not see it. If instead of them to vote for Atiku, Tinubu should continue. Instead of them to Peter Atiku and Tinubu should not even come back. That's for me. What's there? Why would Atiku come back this time? Who gives you the assurance after contesting for 6 good times and 7 times he's going to win? And if he wins, what is he going to do? Recover the money that he has been wasting? Is it to spend dollars for good 6 elections? Anyways, please, what do you think? Share this video. Please subscribe for this YouTube channel. Be your guy. Run out for me now.